Let's go to example 2. So I'll comment this agent now. Example 1 is done, and for example 2, it's a conversational AI. This remembers what we say in the current session. This can be used where there is no need of remembering the customer charts like few chatbot applications where the memory is specific to the session, and once the session is done they won't be able to recall the previous conversation history. This is just like banking or customer support based chatbot kind of application. And remember this, for conversation, if we are using short-term memory for conversation chain, it expects memory key as history. That's why I commented here for example 2. Let's stick to that. And there is no need of template now, but I am not commenting it. So example 2 is ready. Let's quickly run the code. Now the conversation chain started interacting. So this is how, if we enable the verbose, we can see the logs within the Langchain conversation chain. So it said blah blah blah, something dramatic. It has explained in a storytelling way. If we look at the code, we haven't given any kind of vector DB to this, so it won't be able to read any of the documents from us. So even if we ask something, it won't be able to recall anything from me. So saying external information, that reading minds, so that it's clarified that it doesn't know me, but it can still converse with me. I will share my interest now. My interests: long rides, trying different foods, exploring tech. So again we can see complete log. I think it is thinking too much about sharing its personal interests. Yeah, that is right. I'm delighted to hear that, Sandeep. It sounds like. Okay, now let me ask, what are my interests? So let's see how it responds now, because this is purely from the conversation, so it should be able to recall what we just asked. That's it correctly. Now let's try to test whether it's able to recollect if the session is end. I'm restarting it. So the session is closed, the memory is wiped off. What is my name? It doesn't know anything about me, or it doesn't have any external data sources. That's why it can't help. Basically, it doesn't know about me. That's how the conversation chain works. Based on the use cases, like we discussed earlier, any kind of banking applications or customer support applications, they won't be able to persist the conversation which we had like a day ago or 1 hour ago. So for those kind of applications, they can rely on this conversation chain. The conversation is purely based on the session.